sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Chicago Tigers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Off the play fake. Purdy. He completes it to Westbrook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Purdy toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Got it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
61, matchbox, light, go.
2nd and 2. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Mike, check. 59.
No chance.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's bring it.
2nd and 4. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Purdy. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Purdy. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Long now, it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch out.
Ready. They will run with Grant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Purdy steps away to his... And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Purdy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 14-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
From the gun on third down, Purdy. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, check, 59. I'm here all day. Check 59, Mike.
From the gun, Daniels. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check 59. Watch the run.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Purdy. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch the screen.
To throw on 2nd down. Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 33 yards that time.
Check, 59, 59. Here we go, Steve. Here I come.
From the gun, Daniels. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready? 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check, 59. On deck.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 5-9. Bang it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck. Yep. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, check. Hey, orbit. Fire.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Daniels. He finds Hopkins complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 59. Too little, check 59.
Back to throw. Daniels. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. No game on this defense. No game.
From the gun, Daniels. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 41.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready, 90, Wolf. Topper. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to 1st down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Like he'll throw here. They shakes it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.